Okay, my beautiful friends. Look, I'm already giddy here. I'll get it together. Give me a second here. All right, this is my post-market wrap-up on this Thursday, August 22nd, 2019. I'll get to this in a little bit. You're gonna want to hear it. Let's talk about this market today. I mean, we're talking about triple-digit gains, triple-digit losses all over the place on terrible volume. Okay, doesn't matter. All right. The real story, guess where it was? I'm going to give you one guess. You follow this blog, you know where it is. It was in the bond market or the debt market. We had not only a stock market in and out of positive territory all day long, but a 2 to 10 inversion that occurred multiple times. End result for the stock market, a fractional gain for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, a loss for the S&P 500, a loss for the NASDAQ. Let me explain this to you a little more clearly here. Why do we see this kind of action today? And I mean, today was a trader's dream come true. It was a dream. Me and my lions, I mean, I can't tell you how we shredded the living blank out of this market today. I'm a happy guy. Part of the reason why I'm so giddy today. It's a charade and it is so fake. But that does not mean that we can't make buckets of cash off of it. And convert that, of course, into other assets. Get out of the freaking dollar. The dollar. Despite the dollar getting a little weaker today, metals did take a little bit of a hit. Let them play their game. We are going to play ours. And we're just going to love every freaking bit of it. Look, the fact that right now, and Peter Navarro can deny this all he wants, that we have, we have a 30-year that is actually yielding less than the federal funds rate. And the 2 to 10 that keeps going in and out of an inversion, on top of the absolutely in-our-face, abysmal economic environment that we are in, and the lies that are trying to keep it going. Lie some more. People are catching on to this. I don't really believe, and maybe that's true, we'll talk about the zombies in a moment, that people are so dumbed down that they can't see through it. Some people are, in fact, zombies. Let's cover zombies real quick. Why would I have this up here? Well, I want to show you what I did today and how this experiment played out exactly as I anticipated it would. And I was cracking up all day long, literally, rolling on the floor for the most part. Sorry. So this morning in the video I did, I really went crazy a little bit, and I explained to people that if they didn't like what I say, they should unsub from my channel. And I made this gesture. I said it's very simple to unsub. I was pretty much suggesting that they unsub a certain group of people. You know who they are. You know who you are. If you're gone, if you decided to unsub and now you want to see what I'm going to say, maybe you're not going to come back. I wouldn't doubt it. Go cry, slap on a diaper. You know how it works. But why would a guy, let's think about it, because, it always comes about what we know. All right, I run a YouTube blog. I enjoy doing this. I love all of you from the heart. You mean that. So why would a guy like me tell people to unsub? Well, you have to understand that zombies must comply. If you suggest something to a brain-dead individual, someone that cannot think for themselves, they are linear thinkers in the box, they must comply. And to prove to you that this experiment of mine, and maybe it'll work in this video, please unsubscribe. You know who you are. Let's see if it works. I did lose a bunch of subs earlier again, and I fully expected to. It was a culling in a way. Get the brain dead people that, again, must comply to suggestion out and replace them with thinkers. I want thinkers here in this blog. People that can interact with each other, that are not linear thinkers, that are outside of the box thinkers, that, you know, are not dumbed down to the point where they cannot walk and chew gum at the same time. But again, it goes back to what I've been explaining to you. The zombie apocalypse is real. It is upon us. They make fun of us. Why do you think that people, you know, when they're shown commercials on TV, their lives are dictated to them, and they must comply for the most part? They're told what to do. They're told when to do it. They're told what currency to transact in. I mean, you could go on and on with all this. The zombies must comply. So understand that. Any remaining zombies here, and again, you know who you are, you have to listen. You must comply. You ready for it? Unsub if you don't like what I'm saying. I know you have to comply. You must. You have no choice. Can't think for yourself. Brain dead. That's the way it is. So anyway, enough about the zombies. I'm sorry. Did I not say anything that's just really not true? And it worked. By the way, I got all the subs back. They were replaced by the thinkers. I love that. Oh, man, I tell you. Love it. Love it. Anyway, so let's move forward here, because something big is about to happen, and I mean big. How many of you out here know who Yellowstone is? Yeah. I'm not even going to mention what his actual name is, because you should know who Yellowstone is if you follow this blog. If you don't know who Yellowstone is, ask somebody else, because I'm not going to tell you. Maybe you'll get a clue in a moment here. Yellowstone is going to talk tomorrow. He's going to open up his pie hole, his rat hole, okay? You see, he's at Jackson Hole right now, or he's deep inside Jackson's hole right now. You understand? And he's about to emerge from Jackson's hole, all right? And Yellowstone, is about to talk tomorrow, and that's why we got these crazy gyrations in this market. It's anticipating this. Now, for my lions out here, caution. Be careful tomorrow. Could be a lot of volatility. Now, look, I've been posting a lot of stuff on the quant system today. We had an unbelievable day if you traded the quant system. That's the truth. No one can deny it. It's really. But the quant system, this is the truth. If there's too much volatility, you're going to get mixed signals. We want some volatility, like today, but not really off the Richter scale volatility. So when Yellowstone speaks tomorrow after emerging from the hole, from Jackson's stinking hole, okay? Sorry. Yeah, I would assume we're going to get some volatility here. Let's see. There may be some opportunities. But look, just understand this. I do not trade every single day. That's the truth. I trade most days. And I'm only looking for 1 or 2, 3 good intraday trades per day. I don't win every trade. Yesterday, I suffered a loss. I had two trades yesterday. One I did okay on, the other one was a loss. That happens. I don't care what system you use, you will have losses. But anyway, you all know that. If you're traders, you're used to this stuff. All right, so let's summarize. Mixed market today. Dow finished positive. The rest of the market negative. The real story is the debt market. 210 inversion, in and out all day. 30-year yielding less than the federal funds rate. If anyone doubts that we're not going to get rate cuts, massive debt expansion. I mean, we haven't seen anything yet. Look, you remember the global synchronized easing? Yeah, that's coming. Global synchronized easing. All right? The Fed is not immune. This is a plan here. Understand this. Look, I'm gonna put another light, a little more light on this for you. How many of you think that it's a coincidence that the central banks of the world developed nations and their leaders, including here in the United States, Donald Trump and the Fed, are issuing massive amounts of debt to keep this all propped up? What are they really trying to do? Let's explain central banking real quick. Most people do not understand this, and as many times as I cover it, because again, understand, there are some delusional, YouTube blogs out here, and I believe sincerely, no, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. No, I won't. Some of these blogs are actually getting paid to produce. I want you to know that. I am not getting paid to produce, and nor would I take anything. You know that. I cannot be bought. I will not work for a Wall Street bank, although I was offered a position at JP Morgan Chase, the largest bank by assets on the planet. I work for you, and I work for free, period, the end. I don't need the money. I have a life that is very envious. If I didn't have my own life, I'm going to be honest with you, I would be envious of myself. So I can't be bought, and I will never be bought. But central banking, let's talk about central banking. I've covered this before, but I'll do it again. The product of world central banks is debt. We have a debt-based economic model. It demands that debt be borrowed into existence in greater and greater amounts just to support where we are. The moment this stops, we get a maximum implosion, that we end up in Mad Max. So when you hear someone talking about debt jubilees, debt forgiveness, or we're going to erase the debt, understand what that means. Being that central bank's product is debt, and the dollars that they issue in any form are units of debt which you do not even own. Those dollar bills in your wallet right now, in any denomination, from any central bank, they're all the same, okay? Their product, it's not yours. It's owned by the issuing central bank and owed back to the issuing central bank, plus interest that they create out of thin air. Now, if we would have a debt jubilee or a debt forgiveness program or something along those lines that the delusional, more than likely pay to produce YouTube blogs are out there are saying, what would happen to the dollars in your pocket? Do you think it would hold its value? No, it would evaporate. You would end up absolutely destitute the moment that it was announced as a debt jubilee. Debt jubilee. Sounds great, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Keep smoking that crack pipe, too. Maybe that'll fix you up. But look, so we can't have a debt jubilee. It can't happen. There's no way on this earth possible that world central banks who are acting in unison are going to allow another system to come in place. What we're seeing is really, listen to this very carefully, the final solution for the world central banks, all of them, which are run by the same entities. This is what they want. They have reached the pinnacle of where they want to be, having world leaders demanding that they continue to issue more debt, like the President of the United States. I got to have rate cuts, 1%. The Fed is behind the curve. Don't you see this? Again, you linear thinkers are in the box. It's impossible for you. You cannot see it. And I feel very sorry for you. You need to work on your cognitive skills. And for some people, it's an impossibility, and I'm not putting you down. Some people are incapable of thinking outside the box. They cannot think in any other fashion other than a linear thought. It's, do their own research on your own. I am a big I read everything. You name it, I read, I research. I did practice medicine for 20 freaking years. So I think I have an understanding of how, not just the physiology of how this works, but it goes deeper than that. I've had to deal with many patients over the years, thousands of them, and people from every walk of life. So I think I take away a really great perspective from things. But if you understand how central banking works, you see that world central banks have us all exactly where they want us. And they have world leaders who are working for them, calling for more debt issuance on an epic scale. This is so simply they can be not just the lenders, but buyers of last resort with their own product that they print out of thin air. Again, they already dictate our lives by forcing us to transact in their product. Should be no surprise to you why the President of the United States and Congress flipped out when they heard about maybe other modes of transaction. You understand? Oh, no, you can't transact in cryptocurrencies. You must transact in the dollar. You must transact in a Federal Reserve issued note. You understand? This should be very clear to you, not the zombies, because you can't convince them. And understand this too. Don't even try. These types of people who I want to, and I'm comply, because I know you must, leave this blog so I have room for more of people who can think. Leave the blog. Unsubscribe. You must comply. All right? Those kind of people cannot be helped. They're gone. And they really, it's not even their own faults. They choose to stay that way for the most part. And some are incapable of it. It's the truth. It's just the way they're wired. It's the way they're born. And it's very sad to me. It really is, because I would love to help these people. I would love for them to understand how central banking really works. I would love for them to understand how every world leader of the developed countries are doing the same things at the same time for a reason. It's for the final solution. The world central banks have got this nailed down. Most of these kind of people believe that, oh my goodness, we're going to max out the Fed. They're going to issue so much debt. No, they want to. The good cop, bad cop thing between the president and the Fed is a charade. The Fed has got the president, and the president has got the Fed exactly where the Fed wants to be. Let me explain this to you one last time, really, today. The Federal Reserve could not be happier with President Donald Trump, because he's doing exactly what the Fed wants them to do, and the European Central Bank as well. They're all doing the same things. You think this is by coincidence? You think this is by accident? If you still do, after hearing this, understand who you are, and you'll be able to maybe deal with your life a little easier. You're an in-the-box thinker, a linear thinker, and you really need to rely on other people to tell you what's happening around you. And I'm not putting you down for it. There are many people that are like this. But I would say, thankfully, the people that follow this blog, for the most part, and I culled a few today, and I'm hoping to cull a few now, I want them out. I don't want you here. All right? If you're that kind of person, I want thinkers here. So we can all learn from each other. We can all benefit from that, because people, you know how important it is to me to kind of spread knowledge. Knowledge is so important. And there's a massive effort to keep knowledge from people. I think you all know that. But it's all out there. You just got to look for it. And don't be dumbed down anymore. Refuse to be dumbed down. I think that's a big part of it. With that said, look, I'm going to let you go. I covered a lot of things here. Wait to hear from Yellowstone tomorrow. Let's see how this affects the market. It's going to be an epic day tomorrow. I honestly cannot wait for it. Please share this video. I love you all. And for you zombies, you must comply. Unsubscribe. I will see you in the morning.